Brad Pitt dumps Jennifer Aniston again. Hollywood's most shocking cheating scandal to a reunion and a future breakup. Here's why Brad Pitt recently dumped Jennifer Aniston once again. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button if you love these A-list stars and want to get all the new updates about Brad and Jen's relationship. When it comes to Hollywood golden couples, only a few can come close to Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's iconic relationship. These celebrities first met in the late 1990s and married a few years later. Ever since their first red carpet event, Brad and Jen were named one of the most attractive and desirable couples in all of entertainment. But shockingly enough, their iconic romance and marriage came to an end in 2004, when Brad Pitt was caught cheating on his wife. Yes, for those that remember, Brad Pitt and fellow actress Angelina Jolie were cast to star in a spy movie together. The film began shooting in 2004, and by the time Mr. and Mrs. Smith came to the big screen, everyone knew about Brad and Angelina's affair. Soon enough, the news spread all over the globe, and Jennifer Aniston filed for divorce. Even though Brad and Jennifer released an official statement together, neither of the stars commented on Pitt's cheating scandal with Jolie. The joint statement was released by People magazine in 2005, and it read, "We would like to announce that after 7 years together, we have decided to formally separate. For those who follow these sorts of things, we would like to explain that our separation is not the result of any of the speculation reported by the tabloid media. The decision is the result of much thoughtful consideration. We happily remain committed and caring friends with great love and admiration for one another." Soon after the statement was released to millions of fans, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie made their relationship public. Mr. and Mrs. Smith were finally confirmed to be together, and after years of dating, they welcomed 3 children. Soon after Brad and Angie welcomed their children Shiloh, Vivian, and Knox, the couple said I do's. The Hollywood A-listers got married in August of 2014 in a very private ceremony, which was held at their Chateau Miraval in France. As soon as Jolie and Pitt said their vows, fans of these celebrities thought they would be together forever, but those were soon crushed. 2 years after Brad and Angie tied the knot, they announced their separation and divorce. But unlike Brad and Jennifer's divorce, which was somewhat composed and cordial, Brad's second divorce was anything but calm and collected. As soon as the separation was announced, multiple sources said that Angelina blamed Brad's bad parenting for their divorce. And just like that, Brad Pitt became the bad guy of Hollywood. And that's why it was easy for Jennifer to forgive her ex. While Brad was married to Angelina, Jennifer Aniston found her partner too. The Friends actress wed her longtime boyfriend Justin Theroux in 2015. But just like most Hollywood marriages, Jen and Justin got divorced only 2 years later. But surprisingly enough, this separation was filled with extreme support and mutual respect. And now, years after Jen and Justin parted ways, these Hollywood actors continue to support one another and their upcoming projects. And as 2020 struck, fans started noticing that both Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were single once again. It had been years since this former married couple was seen together, but by the awards season of 2020, Brad and Jen were all over the news. From hugging each other at the SAG Awards to having cute glances behind the scenes, the world finally got to see Brad and Jen back in action. But things started to heat up when both actors participated in a Zoom table read of a fictional movie called Fast Times at Ridgemont High. With their very flirty dialogue and genuine smiles, Aniston and Pitt proved to the world why they were such a great couple. And before anyone could remember their past cheating scandal and dramatic marriage, sources confirmed that Jen and Brad were giving their relationship another chance. Sources confirmed that this Zoom table read lit up a fire in Brad Pitt's heart, and it was the driving force for their reconciliation. The Insider exposed that the reading is what convinced Brad that the two should get back together. Even though they weren't in the same room, their chemistry and natural flow with each other was very apparent. Another source opened up about how Brad Pitt was a different man now, and he has changed ever since the 2004 cheating scandal. Brad is in such a different place than he was when they were together. Brad is truly an introspective guy who has worked hard on himself. He has apologized to her for many things he felt were his issues in their relationship. He truly takes ownership for his mistakes, and that has changed their relationship with each other today. They both have moved on. Right now, they just love and adore each other and have been much closer friends since their divorces. Brad has grown so much in his life since he and Jen broke up. It seems like both Brad and Jennifer have forgiven each other and moved on with their relationship. But recently, a source revealed how Brad Pitt dumped Jen for the second time. According to sources, their romance rekindled during the pandemic. These Hollywood stars started seeing each other more often, and they were even said to be living together for a while. But after months of passion and love, it looks like Brad Pitt got bored of this relationship too. A close source opened up to Star magazine about how the Fight Club actor was feeling in his surprising romance. Brad adores Jen, but he's at a stage in his life where he's really turned off by neediness. He's over the intensity and just feels like things aren't flowing the way they need to for their affair to blossom. Sadly, it looks like even though Brad and Jen were confirmed to be back together, their romance was very short lived. But what exactly drove off Brad? And why was the father of six forced to dump Jennifer Aniston for the second time? Well, here is what the source said about their recent breakup and separation. During no pressure get togethers while in lockdown, Jen tried to play it cool, but she couldn't hide her growing feelings. Everyone's fully aware that she's head over heels in love with him. She was constantly having Courtney Cox and other mutual friends check in with Brad and ask what his intentions with her were. The source continued to explain how all of this intense attention and forced passion made Brad realize that it was too much for him to handle. He wanted a simple romance with his ex wife, but this relationship soon moved on to become more serious than expected. She was too obvious and annoying, confirmed the source. But what's more interesting about their separation is the fact that Brad couldn't be around Jen for one specific reason: alcohol. The source continued to explain how alcohol and substance abuse played a major role in Brad's past relationships and personal struggles. The close insider disclosed that even though Brad doesn't drink much at all, it was Jen who would often make cocktails and her signature margaritas in her home. Brad couldn't be around alcohol on an everyday basis. It brings back too many painful memories, and it's just a bad environment for a recovering alcoholic. The source went on to say that even though Jen promised Brad she would cut back on her drinking habits, the amount of alcohol in the house was still very hard for Brad to handle and cope with. And that's why the Fight Club actor decided to move on from Jennifer Aniston. The Hollywood couple were separated for the second time in history. But it wasn't long after their second breakup that Brad found a new love in his life. The father of six was spotted getting very close and cozy with a 27-year-old model, Nicole Podoralski. The young, gorgeous model and Brad were confirmed to be a couple in early September of 2020. But if you thought Brad's new love and romance were drama-free, you thought wrong. Because according to sources, Nicole is still married. And even though the model is in an open marriage with her older husband, sources can confirm that Nicole and Brad are somewhat serious in their relationship. And just like that, Brad Pitt became a taken Hollywood star. But what do you think? Do you want Brad and Jennifer to get back together? Are they your favorite Hollywood couple or what? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.